and gentlemen, the free Bijli, free Pani model to win the elections is becoming costly for the India Alliance. The Congress Sarkar is immersed in a financial crisis nearly 2 years after winning Himachal Pradesh. It is so dire that the Chief Minister and State Ministers have now decided that they will not draw salaries and allowances for 2 months. The Aam Aadmi Party Sarkar is desperately looking for a bailout as it projected that Punjab's debt is likely to touch 3.74 lakh crore by the end of 24-25 fiscal, that's March next year. In Karnataka, voices have claimed that guarantees are burning a hole in the state coffers and the state burden now stands at nearly 5.5 lakh crores. That's the debt burden of Karnataka. Telangana has a debt burden of 6.12 lakh crores. Listen to the war of words and Rahul Gandhi's खटाखट assertion before the polls.
देखिए, हिमाचल प्रदेश के अंदर स्थिति ऐसी है कि मुख्यमंत्री को खुद को वेतन देने के पैसे नहीं हैं। ये एक ही बात दर्शाता है कि राहुल गांधी का जो खटाखट मॉडल था उससे राज्य की वित्तीय स्थिति भयंकर और भयानक हो चुकी है।
The problem with this government is it is ill-treating the state governments which are with the opposition. Many states have complained that for the central schemes, money is not going to the states ruled by the opposition. This stepmotherly attitude of the central government is creating problem in the opposition-ruled states.
अगर आप गरीबी रेखा के नीचे हो, आपके बैंक अकाउंट में हर साल 1 लाख रुपया, 8,500 रुपया महीने का खटाखट 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 आता रहेगा और एक झटके से हिंदुस्तान से हम गरीबी को मिटा देंगे।
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Well, on the debate with me are Kamruzaman Chaudhary, Abhijit Iyer Mitra, Shehzad Poonawalla, and also joining the debate is Dr. Akashdeep Muni, Aam Aadmi Party supporter, and Akashdeep Muni. Punjab was the first one to demand a bailout because money is running out. तो भाई फ्री बिजली, फ्री पानी, ये पहले भी कहा था, फ्रीबीज मत दो भाई, नहीं है स्टेट के पास. For winning elections, you will announce this and after that declare bankruptcy.
See, Navika ji, you say that revenue deficit is because of freebies. I humbly disagree with you because I'll just give you an example of the electricity you were talking about. PSPCL, Punjab Power Corporation Limited. Now in 2022, there was no free bijli from government and it was in loss of 1,880 crore. In 2023, 300 unit bijli was provided and it was in profit of 560 crores. How? Because of good governance. Now, PSPCL produced 4,499 million units in 2023 versus 3,797 units. That is 700 million units in more. How they didn't import any coal from other
Punjab bankrupt? Why do you need a bailout? Why is every day the Chief Minister of Punjab saying bailout kar do, bailout kar do?
No, this has when Bharatiya Janata Party left in 2015, the government left in Punjab. They left Punjab with a debt of 2 lakh crore, and when Congress government left, they left with a debt of 3.5 lakh crore. So this is the debt of earlier government and their interest that the Punjab government is paying now.
How very well you have managed the system. शहजाद पूनावाला जी, आपकी गलती का खामियाजा भुगत रही है आम आदमी पार्टी पंजाब में.
अगर आम आदमी पार्टी इतनी ही एक्सपर्ट है तो दिल्ली जल बोर्ड वाज इन प्रॉफिट बिफोर अरविंद केजरीवाल केम टू पावर इन दिल्ली. टुडे इट इज इन अ डेट ऑफ 80,000 करोड़. इसमें तो घोटाला खत्म करा दो. दूसरी बात देखिए, जहां जहां इंडिया अलायंस आई वहां लूट और बर्बादी लाई और कैसे उन्होंने गारंटी से लोगों को बेवकूफ़ बनाने का काम किया और इस प्रकार की जो है अस्थिरता लाई. अब देखिए ना, हिमाचल टू कर्नाटक. अब हिमाचल में कितना डेट है? 86,500 करोड़. हिमाचल में क्या बोल रहे, 2 महीने की सैलरी हम फॉरगो करेंगे. अरे 2 महीने की सैलरी से क्या होगा? 1 करोड़ रुपए. 86,499 करोड़ रुपए कहां से आएंगे? वो इसलिए नहीं आएंगे क्योंकि आपने बोला ओपीएस दे देंगे। अच्छा, ओपीएस अब 2024 के मैनिफेस्टो में नहीं था, कहां गया ओपीएस किसी को पता नहीं। कर्नाटका में नो ओपीएस, तेलंगाना में नो ओपीएस। उसके बाद उन्होंने कब 1500 रुपए महिलाओं को देंगे, कितना दिया? 300 यूनिट बिजली फ्री देंगे, कितना दिया? उल्टा वहां पे डीजल के 6 रुपए बढ़ा दिए। कर्नाटका में आ जाइए तो वहां पे दूध, पेट्रोल, पानी, डीजल सबके दाम बढ़ा दिए। किसका दाम घटाया? लिक्कर का दाम घटाया, प्रीमियम लिक्कर। ये तो मुनि जी को तो पता ही होगा कि लिक्कर के साथ तो एनीवे तो मैं ये कह रहा हूं कि इनका पूरा फिलॉसफी है कि ये जहां पर भी जाते हैं ये बर्बादी लाते हैं। इसीलिए हिमाचल टू कर्नाटका टू पंजाब टू केरला हर स्टेट को इन्होंने बर्बाद कर दिया। मैं सिर्फ मुनि जी से एक ही सवाल पूछना चाहता हूं। मुनि जी बताइए, हिमाचल प्रदेश में कांग्रेस पार्टी जो गारंटीज देकर गई थी, आप तो इंडिया लाइन सब साथ में ही है वैसे, तो कांग्रेस पार्टी अपनी गारंटी पूरी क्यों नहीं करती? और कांग्रेस पार्टी ने कैलकुलेट किया कितना गारंटी का पैसा होगा?
चौधरी, आपने पेंशन स्कीम, ओल्ड पेंशन स्कीम की, यू अनाउंस्ड ऑल काइंड ऑफ फ्रीबीज. Clearly, the Khatakhat model has brought Himachal Pradesh to its knees. Now the chief minister and ministers can't even take salaries and allowances. Is this the Khatakhat model that you want to recommend to all Congress-ruled states? Because Karnataka has a problem, Telangana has a problem, Himachal is in trouble.
Listen, there is a marked difference between the revenue model or the growth model of Congress-ruled states and the BJP ruled states. We work for the people of the state, we work for the people of the country. Whereas BJP works for a selected few crony capitalists. And that's why there is a marked difference between the per capita GDP of the state that is ruled by the Congress. In Himachal Pradesh, you see in the last 23-24, there was a per capita GDP of 2,35,000, a growth of over 7.5%. While in Karnataka it was 3,32,000, and the most admired state of Uttar Pradesh, run by a double engine, has got a per capita GDP of 93,000, and that is half that of our enemy country Pakistan, which has got the same population.
That is not an indication of the situation of the finances. The fact is that the chief minister does not have money to pay salaries to his own colleagues. That shows the Khatakhat model. And Abhijit Iyer Mitra, by talking about per capita income, GDP growth rate, is Kamruzaman Chaudhary answering the question that I'm asking him? If Telangana is going broke, if Karnataka is going broke, if Himachal is already broke, Khatakhat model, is there a problem there?
So first of all, Navika, you know, I'm listening with great amusement to these differences between states and things like that. Understand, all of India's states without exception are low human development, low per capita income. You know, these things make sense in China, where states like Xinjiang are low human development, low income, and states, the smaller areas like Shanghai and Beijing have per capita income similar to Europe. Here, this is like, you know, two bhikaris fighting out amongst themselves saying ki bhai, ye kar do. Second, there is something called fiscal responsibility, which is completely different from per capita income. Why is it that it is only the India Alliance states that are finding it difficult to balance their budget after coming up with populist schemes and implementing their populist schemes? You're saying pro people. How is pro? Tell me something, Navika. Tomorrow, if I spend all my money trying to buy a Rolls-Royce Phantom and I don't have any money left, how is that a pro-Abhijit policy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The fact of the matter is, I know what my salary is and I will spend according to the salary I get. That's how we balance our household budgets. I cannot buy things that I cannot afford. Are states actually promising more than they can afford? Well, it seems so. And therefore, these freebie promises that come up during elections, they do have an impact on finances. And 2 years down the line, if the Himachal Pradesh government is facing a problem of even paying salaries right now to the ministers, tomorrow it will be to the government workers, what are they going to do next? The questions will have to be raised about the Khatakhat model. Of course, you can win elections. You can promise 1 lakh rupees a month to every individual citizen. The fact of the matter is, does the state exchequer have the money to follow up on these promises? And what happens to the taxpayers' money? Are you going to just keep on increasing taxes and prices of goods and excise duties, etc., etc.? Is this the model that we are looking at? Should political parties come back to the drawing board and look at what is sustainable and promise just that, not bribe populations, voters, for winning elections? We'll leave it at that. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on the News Hours. Good night, be safe, and have a safe weekend. I'll see you back on Monday, same show, News Hour at 9.